Welcome back, everyone. We are back for stream number 2 of the night in our back-to-back doubleheader of League of Legends and Rocket League. I am Caleb, back at you again with
Jacob.
Of course. I took the week off last week on Friday for casting. We had Brock filling in, and he did a wonderful job. But I'm back here with Jacob to cast another game of CCL Rocket League, DSU versus School of Mines.
Yeah, DSU coming off a great win against North Dakota last week. They won 3-0, so they swept the series. And, you know, from what I hear, DSU is very capable of winning this series as well. So if we could have back-to-back sweeps, that would be awesome. But, you know, main thing we hope for is a win today and just some good play coming out of our Rocket League team. The main thing we've been kind of discussing on a weekly basis is if DSU can maintain their pressure, and I mean, that's kind of the story of Rocket League in general, but when DSU's got their pressure up, they make it hard. So,
yeah, and DSU Rocket League actually also won their CSL match this week as well. So they're in a 2-game winning streak. Could be a 3-game winning streak after this, which hitting their stride, you know, maybe figuring things out. It's really good to see as they've struggled in the past.
Yeah, not to, you know, bum them out or anything, but they did go a whole semester last semester without a win. So, you know, it's great to start off a semester, you know, feeling different, actually winning games. And
it's really awesome to see. Awesome to see, for
and
sure.
that momentum is really easy to keep following. So,
yeah, yes, for sure. Do we have any update on where we are for game time start?
Looks like we're still waiting for the people in the lobby.
Okay.
We can do our weekly thing. Okay, so for people who don't know what Rocket League is car soccer. So there's remote control cars, and they hit balls into goals People score. Rules are a lot like soccer, except there's no penalties and stuff. But yeah, it's a really easy game to follow, and DSU's team is made up of Deft Moss, I don't know why, Painted Harp, and Failure. Sorry, we're struggling, and it looks like we're actually loading into the game right now. So, about to get the series underway.
Very exciting. As last week we had those really close games for 2 of the 3 of them. So excited to see what we see today. Maybe DSU sweeps the whole series. Maybe we go farther. Excited to see.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even though DSU swept the series last week, it's still really fun, interesting games. 2 of them actually going into overtime, and DSU obviously coming out on top both of those overtimes. So we'll see what they can do.
Well, we're kind of just chilling, watching the ball sit in the middle of the field. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with the players, but hopefully we're starting soon.
Yeah, I would imagine we're starting soon. There
we go.
All popping into the lobby here, so there we go. Painted Harp, Stripes, Deft Moss. DSU does this thing every single kickoff where they leave Painted Harp back and they try to get that early kickoff control, and they get aggression on the goal right away. So already off to a solid start. Obviously didn't end up in a goal, but the defense here.
Wow, there is no defense existing for DSU to start with there.
Yeah, there was one guy getting into the goal right there. I think it was Failure was right next to it, but just a little bit too late. It seemed like DSU really trying to go off that kickoff play was not able to get back in time to defend. So that is a risk you take there.
Yeah, there was 2 guys, Deft Moss and Painted Heart, both went up after the kickoff to go and try to score that ball, and it did not work.
Yeah, definitely a
in their favor.
mistake. Sometimes a double commit can be lethal, but Painted Heart putting a decent shot on the goal, blocked by Pumpkin.
Very good attempt though by DSU.
I feel they can hit it down the field for his team. Actually, a great hit off the wall. You know, it's going right to Painted Heart, but there's a lot of power on that. And we'll see if DSU can clear this out. Looking a little rusty so far, but
Yeah,
that's nothing to get too concerned about.
just warming up still, warming up.
Yeah, absolutely. First game is a warm-up game. Again, though, last week, DSU did a really good job of, you know, keeping the ball on the other side, and when it was on their side, they did not let any goals through it. If anybody watched the game, one thing you might notice is there were a lot of shots on goal against DSU, but they did a great job of saving all of them. So
Yes.
they can handle that pressure. They just obviously need to make sure they don't slip up like they did on the first goal. And it's looking, this ball is just hanging in front of the goal. Oh my God, a near miss. So close. Failure with a decent hit towards the front of the goal. And DSU just wants to keep this pressure up here. Their main goal is, you know, maybe you don't need to score right away, but just keep that ball on your side. And this should be out. Just play with your patience there.
A little awkward scenario
Yeah,
there, but they're
definitely.
able to get it out.
Still kind of
Ball's
dealing with
back
the
in.
awkward scenario. Def should be able to get this clear out. He is low on boost, but again, able to get the hit demoed, and this will be a pretty strong hit towards the other side that Failure will have to put a stop to, and he's unfortunately not able to.
Pumpkin coming in out of nowhere in the center of the field to just smash that ball into the goal. I mean, right between both DSU players, it seemed like they were pretty boost starved, almost all of them
Yeah,
there.
I think Def Moss was fresh off a respawn there, so he was fighting to get back into position before the ball was even there, and yeah, it's just DSU's letting them get a lot of pressure on them here, so we'll see if they can fix that. And no guys downfield.
Wow.
Again.
We're not 100% sure what's happening for the rotations right now for DSU.
Yeah,
but
it seems like a
the
lot
redirect.
of overcommitting. You know, there was nobody even visibly on that third of the field right there, so that's something you really want to avoid in this game, is you want to keep someone who can defend that back third at all times, even if they play forward. So let's see if they can correct that. Failure going for an attempt here. What we'll see a lot is Def being that guy who watches that back third, while Painted Harp and Failure here try to push the ball down the field and make shots on the goal. And Def not able to clear that off the backboard, and that's another goal against DSU.
There's still over half the game left, just barely. So DSU does have the opportunity to make a comeback in this game still, but they're going to have to make some big changes on their defensive side, because right now, they're not able to send the ball back the other way. They're just letting the goals go in, so they can't even go on offense at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can really see here that SD Mines is putting a lot of pressure on DSU, and you know, one mistake adds up and it turns into a goal. So, well, like you said, no lead is safe in Rocket League, especially when half the game is left. So there is still hope.
Always hope left in Rocket League, as we preach every week.
A decent hit coming out from Def. We'll see if he can follow this up. Ooh, good hit, but
there we go.
Perfect. You know, Painted Harp ready for that bounce off the opponents there. This is Def doing a good job just driving this ball down the field, getting it in front of them, and you know, that guy does a good job of hitting it out of Def's way, but then Painted Harp's right there to back him up. So
that's that team play we've been talking about, that aggressive, lots of people up in front trying to hit that ball into the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if Painted can hit this out here. It's going to be a tough hit. They actually end up both missing. Interesting pinch. Def clearing it out. Hopefully followed up by Painted. Good shot towards the goal. Can he get followed by Def? No, not quite. I think he did not have the boost there. Failure flying up. Flying and miss. You know, DSU ramping up the pressure here. We'll see if Def can hit this ball towards the goal. Hit it over him, and looks like Def probably going to go back, and DSU kind of recollect themselves here.
Oh, big hit by Painted as they retake control of the ball down towards the other side of the field. It's right in the center. It's an opportunity to go. Failure misses, but that is okay as they're going to regain control. On hit.
Good hit towards the ball. And, SD Mines is doing a good job keeping that guy in the back post. You can see him right here. Pumpkin right there. He's always playing that back post just to be the safe guy to clear the ball out whenever he can. So SD Mines doing a good job on defense, but this is a decent shot. Oh, he hit it backwards. They did not expect that.
They did not.
That was very close.
They barely tapped it, so it does just barely pop out. But Failure is there to be back on defense. Painted hitting it to the other side of the field, and they're going to tag team this down to the end. Oh, nope. Mines able to stop it.
Painted Harp hopefully able to contest this ball here and stop it before it gets on their side of the field, and he is able to. But will it be followed up by DSU? No, hitting it right over Failure. There's a lot of pressure on the DSU goal right now, and Deft is out of position. Was not ready for that.
I think DSU in this second half of the game has done a really good job of improving their defense and their ability to take possession of the ball and attack. But the problem is they put themselves in such a big deficit that they're just not able to make a solid comeback. 40 seconds, 4 goals. A goal per 10 seconds is possible, but
it's just
unlikely.
Extremely difficult. Painted Harp missing. Let's see if DSU can make anything happen here. It's always good to get some goals. Def able to stop it in front of the goal. Hopefully to get cleared out by Failure. But regression by Leffy, keeping SD Mines in front of the DSU goal for most of this game. Oh, always hurts a little bit when they score an extra one, so it's always good to stop that. We'll see if Def Moss can get a little chip shot in here at the end, but no, it looks like game 1 is going to fall in the favor of SD Mines.
Yep. Game 1 going over to the team that made less mistakes that game, honestly. School of Mines did a really good job of capitalizing, and I feel like DSU kind of just let them score those goals. It wasn't School of Mines playing crazy or anything. It was just DSU's struggle on the rotation and like where they wanted everyone to be. So I think they'll realize that in between these games they'll probably figure out or just talk about it just for a few seconds. And I'm looking going into this game, I think they'll be much cleaner. Yeah,
definitely. I think a big thing that people don't realize about Rocket League is from game to game, a lot can change. So like we saw last week, it was DSU won 3-0 and 2 of those games were OT, but one of those games the other team didn't even score at all. So, you know, you could win 6-0 against one team one game and then lose 6-0 the next game, and it would not surprise me at all. You know, it just depends how a team is coordinating that game, and like you said, if they see the errors they made, they can definitely make adjustments here and hopefully have a good comeback for this game too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can see on the scoreboard for the shots overall, School of Mines had a total of 9 shots, and then DSU only had like 8. But the shots,
very even.
The shots were close. It's just DSU was unable to like have successful.
Shots, and that's all. SD Mines is there. They have that back post player at the goal. He's able to make those defenses, and quite frankly, DSU that game did not. So Alrighty, and here we go for game 2. Let's see if DSU does that typical playoff or kickoff play, and it actually looks like SD Mines going for the same thing, but Chemist missed.
There we go.
And a hit on goal. Perfect. Painted Harp hitting it in a very challenging spot for SD Mines to save there, and you know, I
that
think
is not an easy shot. He might have made that look easy, but that is not an easy shot.
Does make it look easy. He's a very mechanically skilled player, and there it is. You know, SD Mines making a very simple mistake, and it very quickly adds up. Can we see another one here coming right back? No, it is saved off the backboard by Pumpkin. Actually, Failure playing the shadow. Leffy there in front. Oh, very unfortunate positioning for DSU again. They need to have that guy who's able to protect that back third better. Def seems like he was struggling on the side there. And
yeah, Defmoss and Failure in the exact same quadrant of the map, right next to each other. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster.
So trading blows here to start off the game, and Painted Harp's been doing a great job doing a lot of this aggression. We'll see if this is followed up by Failure. That's a tough ball for him to hit, but Defmoss is there. DSU trying to put on as much pressure as possible.
Yeah, they were able to get some attacks, and the ball heads back to their side. See if Painted can clear this. Nope, pass. Part of the plan from School of Mines there, all teamwork.
Oh, I don't know if that was intentional, but actually a great hit past Failure there. Pumpkin just kind of working it in front of DSU's goal, but Defmoss hopefully there to get a good clear out in that wall bounce. Oh, perfect. He has an open lane here. Can he beat Pumpkin to the goal? He messes up the flick.
Oh.
Unfortunate, but Failure. Can he follow it up? Unfortunate, not able to do it. Defmoss looking for some revenge. Accidentally does the double flip. You know, I think DSU, once they Defmoss demoed in goal, this actually creates a huge opportunity for SD Mines. Seems like maybe some nerves or
yeah,
a little bit of
some very uncharacteristic plays coming out from DSU so far. We're seeing some players make some misses that they normally do, so hopefully that improves. But it's only 1-2, so it's not the end of the world.
Yep, Painted again. He's been doing a great job on these kickoffs, just making himself known. I don't even think he meant to do that, but Chemist is gone. So Def passing it towards Painted.
Those are the passes we want to see.
Unfortunately,
it doesn't
when
go
he
in.
demos Chemist is right back there to fight it. But DSU, again, they have a lot of these hits towards the goal. We just don't want to see an opportunity for SD Mines to do one of those fast breaks on them. So Painted kind of playing that third guy, trying to keep the ball away from SD Mines here, going straight to the goal. Def able to clear it out off the backboard, and Failure also able to follow it up. Hopefully Def can just get this off the side, but no, another miss. Painted able to quickly take care of that. Painted trying to follow this up. Very close. Oh my God. SD Mines almost hit it on themselves, and they did.
They felt bad. I don't know, but DSU takes those.
Yeah, I think they might have. What happened there is they might have expected Zach to hit that, or sorry, Painted Harp, and you could see the guy flipping into the goal there, and he accidentally bumps into it. And sometimes you think someone's going to hit something, and they don't, and you end up hurting yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
There's DSU doing their typical thing, trying to get it to one guy, and Def with an easy chip into the goal here. DSU taking the lead.
That's what Defmoss needed right there. He needed something. He was struggling a little bit this game, but coming back with a goal here to take the lead for DSU, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, making great uses of the wall passes. They're kind of hopping it off the walls back to himself, and an easy, uncontested shot into the goal to finish it off there. All right, DSU not able to get that early playoff, or I don't know, I always say playoff, that early kickoff aggression that they always look for, but they'll quickly turn it into that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Defmoss doing a good job hanging back right now, and I think he'll probably push forward here as Painted Harp falls back, and we'll see if DSU can make some aggression onto the goal. Deft a little low on boost, not able to do much. They're doing a good job, though. You can see Deft is really being cautious of that back third now. I think they've recognized those mistakes, and he's playing a tough shadow goal. Defense right here, but a great save by Defmoss, able to clear it out to the side.
Huge save by Defmoss.
Another one. Deft is the defender, the Deft defender. We'll see if Painted can clear this off the backboard. Not on goal, we're good. Deft again.
Hard pass. Deft is in that goal. They're not getting it past him.
I think he actually only got credit for one of the saves in those many saves there, but that happens. Failure trying to chip it towards the direction of the goal. He gets faked out by Lefty. Unfortunate. Deft should be able to win this 50 here, and it goes about 50-50. Painted actually able to get some good regression here, hit in front of the goal, but nobody is there to.
Oh, that was a great pass.
It was.
Just, nobody was fast enough to catch up to it.
Deft
the explosion
trying to do something here, but honestly, a good thing to keep in mind is even if they're not scoring goals, all of this time of possession on this side of SD Mines makes it a lot easier for DSU to not worry about them getting scored on. So
yes,
let's knock on wood real quick. I hope
they've been doing a really good job of what we talked about, though.
Oh, very close shot by Deft there. Pinched up the side by Leffy, and Painted does miss, but we know we have Failure to back him up. Failure misses. Deft Moss gets bumped.
It's the combination of mistakes that gets you in the end. Painted misses, Failure misses. This puts Def Moss in a situation where he's in like a 1v2, 1v3.
I think he got bumped there too. Yeah, very difficult. One miss turns into another miss or even a goal, and things add up really fast in this game. So you kind of have to play a perfect game in order to win.
Yeah.
Or just a more perfect game than the other team would be a better way to put it. But DSU, again, with that regression, Def trying to get back to that back third so they don't.
You can see how aggressive they are here. They have all three bodies.
Def should be able to follow this up pretty well, but not able to actually hit it where he wants to. Failure needs to be ready to defend this goal here, and he is.
This is a dangerous shot.
Deft doing a good job clearing it out. Painted actually having a good follow-up hit here. We'll see what Pumpkin can do with this. Kind of an awkward hit here. We'll see if Painted hits it over him. To Failure. Oh, boy, I thought that was on goal for a sec. Deft going to try to contest this one here. I think he flew off the wall. All right. Deft trying to win that 50. Does go in the favor of SD Mines and a bump. All right. DSU needs Failure. Oh, boy, I thought he was about to do it. Very close.
They're still on the attack, though.
Yes. Painted should be able to follow this up here. Can it be followed up by someone else? Leffy actually on SD Mines able to follow it up. Deft hitting it in front of the goal. This is very dangerous. We have Failure able to clear it out, but Pumpkin regressing in. Okay, great job. Yeah. Sometimes when it's on your side, you just want to get that ball down. You forget about trying to score for yourself. And let's see if DSU can take it. Getting that playoff or that kickoff pressure they love to get should be great. Oh, so close.
Painted with almost the perfect goal, but it just barely hits the corner.
Yes, very unfortunate. DSU just has to take that ball and move on, though, and it looks like Painted is going to do that. Hitting it downfield, forcing Chemist to miss. Can he hit Leffy? Leffy not able to get bumped, but Deft is able to follow this up. DSU putting a lot of pressure on SD Mines right now. They're on their back foot. Oh, another hit towards the goalpost.
Every play is so close right now.
DSU, though, like I mentioned, great job on the pressure right now. So Deft trying to hit it towards the middle. If Painted can follow this up, they would do
not a strong enough hit, but they're still on the attack. They haven't left the attack since the overtime started. It's been almost a minute.
We'll see if they can get right back on that. Deft,
has time.
Playing his patience. Can he beat the Chemist on the 50? He does. Should be followed up by a teammate. Let's see if DSU can go for a good push towards the goal here. Failure should be able to set this up pretty well. And Deft is going to turn around on this ball, and they will maintain that pressure that they've been aiming to get this whole game.
Oh, ball is going back towards DSU, but it is stopped over by Failure. Painted with a really big hit, but Leffy is going to stop it.
Should be followed up by another DSU guy. Def Moss is there. Not the hit he would have wanted, but we should have someone able to follow this up here. Painted is able to do that. Now let's see if he can hit this past a couple guys and get DSU back on that pressure.
The ball is over to SD Mines' head. There's one person back, which is Pumpkin. Painted making a big play here. Good stopped.
Deft ready in the middle to contest this ball. Deft right on the goal. Can he hit it in?
Yes,
he does!
What
a great overtime goal to secure the W for Dakota State in the game 2. The series is now tied 1-1. That was a fantastic game. DSU started a little shaky and they had a little bit of shaky moments later in the game as well, but they really did a good job of pulling it back together. And that OT, they made it hard for SD Mines to try to make
they played that OT like perfectly. They were on attack the whole time, and they never really were in any crazy trouble. SD Mines was on the back foot the entire time. I mean, they did exactly what we've been talking about. Maybe the first game was just a warm-up.
Yeah, because sometimes that's what it is. You can warm up by playing ranked or something like that, but maybe sometimes you get some nerves playing against another school. You're on the stream, but DSU hopefully able to stay on top of it and finish it out strong here. Final game.
Nope.
Nope.
We are 1-1.
I lied. I forgot. 1-1. You got a best of 5.
Oh.
Alrighty. DSU does Painted does a great job there faking him out. Can he? It's just hanging in front of the goal here. Def did not expect that hit. Can Def get a follow-up hit? No, he cannot, but Failure's also there. DSU with very early pressure under the goal. Painted and Failure both not able to hit it, but Def Moss able to clear it out. That's his job. That's what he does. We know he gets saves. Def hitting it right over Leffy. A beautiful hit. Actually setting up Failure perfectly to follow this up. Nearly getting a shot on goal.
Yeah, School Mines bringing it back towards DSU's side. So far,
great clear out. I think SD Mines really thought they had an opportunity there, but Def shutting it down. All right, it's a 3-on-1 right now, and Def is back there. He does miss, but
the clear was not, or the center was not a great one, so not really a chance for SD.
Oh, an accidental bump from Failure actually playing well, but Painted hitting it down the field very strongly. Again, DSU seems like they're there are a lot of bumps, but it seems like DSU's really putting on the pressure right now, and that's exactly what we want. That's what we'll preach the whole year. Pressure is key.
Yes.
Oh, great job. You know, anytime that ball is in front of the goal and you have a couple guys on your side, you get hopeful. Failure not the hit that he wanted to clear that out with. Hopefully Painted able to follow it up, and he is. To Deft. Can Deft hit this? Failure's there. Could go off the backboard, back to Failure. Deft, can he re-aggress this? So many shots going right off the backboard, but you know, you'd rather it be on their backboard than your own. So
yeah, Failure going up for this hit, and he's gonna miss it.
Oh
into
my
the goal.
goodness!
That's from
I thought he
half
had that. Yeah, that was a great shot.
Yeah. Midfield, I guess, is half the midfield shot.
Yeah, you know, I thought Chemist had that for a sec, but definitely a great shot towards the upper left side of the goal there, and Failure making a big play. All right, DSU starting a little more slow off this kickoff, but sometimes that turns right back into aggression, and that's exactly what we want to see. So should be a good follow-up from Deft here, and hopefully hit it off the wall again, and again, keeping that.
Hey, that was a really good setup though, from Deft to Painted to Failure, and they're still going. Oh, that. I don't know if anyone's gonna make it back to that.
No, Deft is back there. He's got it.
For sure.
We don't even
Why
worry.
would I ever question Deft Moss?
I was a little confused for a second. I thought you were being silly. DSU, again, they do a great job here. Good demo in front of the goal. If Deft Moss can put a stop to this push, DSU would feel a lot safer right now. Painted able to kind of hit it off of them, and Failure's going to follow that up, and DSU starting their aggression again. Deft Moss with a good shot off the backboard. Kenneth followed up. He had a great hit in front of the goal, but Painted unable to hit. Deft did a great job at hitting that guy out of the front of the goal here, and it's actually going to go the other way. How unfortunate.
The one time Deft's not back there.
Well, that time you can't blame Deft.
No.
Yeah. I get what you're saying now. Yeah. If Deft's not on the site, you know, he saves every goal. So we're not going to worry about that. But yeah, you could see Deft accidentally hit that guy there. I don't know if Painted didn't expect that, but Painted hitting it right over the goal. Very unfortunate, but he's looking to apologize with a goal of his own. Ooh, actually a really good 50 from Pumpkin there. I don't think Deft really knew how to fight that. I wouldn't know how to fight that either.
Deft Moss with the push here. Over the Failure. Does miss the ball, but Painted is back.
Yep. Very disciplined, you know. Painted likes to be that aggressive guy, and that's kind of what he does, but he knows when he needs to stay back, and that's kind of an important trait for a good Rocket League player is even if you succeed in that aggression, to be able to tone it back every once in a while and play a little more conservative if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, a really weird miss there. Oh, Pumpkin faking out Deft.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
There was like 5 misses in a row.
I think Deft expected him to hit it on the wall. He didn't. And then Deft expected him to hit it right here, and he didn't. Oh, that caused 2 of them to get out of position there, and a free goal for SD Mines. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, that was hard to predict for sure. I totally understand why they didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Failure getting a little lost in the sauce there. Hopefully DSU can get a good clear on this, and they are able to. And Failure actually with a good follow-up hit. Let's see if DSU can get that pressure going again. We want them to get on that aggression. They've been on their back foot a little bit here for the last couple minutes. We'll come down to the final minutes. Def doing his job, saving it. Failure clearing it out the back. Can DSU make a play out of it? 2 misses. Failure on his own, and that ball just bounces in front of the goal. You could see Defton Painted not able to actually hit that ball there, and it left Failure not on the back post. Failure was a little bit too far forward, and you can't necessarily put that on him, but very unfortunate series of events.
Yeah, definitely not what DSU wanted to see. They need to score a goal there, so now they need to score 2 goals to even go to OT.
Yep. You could really see, though, I mean, it's just a clear change of pace where DSU isn't on that constant aggression, and they do drop goals, and
yeah,
that sort of thing happens.
It's a pretty big pattern. Whenever DSU is not on that aggressiveness, they're definitely giving up goals.
Maybe not the clear he wanted out there. Failure actually able to regress.
20
No
seconds
follow-up
left.
hits available, and DSU forced to kind of play it safe here, but can Failure get a good hit here? Deft trying to follow it up, hits it against the top. This ball does not seem to be going in the favor of DSU right now, and it seems very unlikely DSU going to drop the 3rd game. So the series is now 2-1. SD Mines up 2, Dakota State with 1. So
yep,
SD Mines up 2-1.
Yep. Well, we got to have a banger series. We got to go all 5 for DSU to pull out the win today.
Yeah, I personally think they should. I'd appreciate that.
I would also appreciate that. I think it's definitely possible.
Absolutely.
That game is just kind of more of what we saw in the first game. DSU in that second game was just really strong, aggressive most of the time, and not on the back foot. But then that 3rd game, they started off really well, but then they really lost control for about over half of the game.
Yeah, and
more towards the back half of it.
Even the second game, the parts where they were not doing as well kind of looked like this game where, they weren't playing awful, but they didn't have that dominance like they need to have on SD Mines' side of the field, and SD Mines able to assert their own dominance. So it's important that DSU really shuts down those aggressive pushes from SD Mines and turns them into their own aggression this game.
Yeah, exactly. More of those plays with all 3. Honestly, it seems really dangerous, but the most effective that DSU has seemed to be on offense is when they send all 3 down there and they are just constantly going at it.
Yeah, I mean, the only risk is, the more pressure you add, sometimes it adds an opportunity for the other team to score on you, but,
exactly.
DSU can definitely handle it, so let's see if they get this kickoff pressure. Painted Harp here. Painted going to have kind of a, I was going to say a little bit of an open lane, but not able to. Def with a good demo. 2 demos!
Oh
Def is the demo god. Let's go.
Def Moss just not wanting anyone on the field but his own teammates.
Absolutely. Def hitting it pretty well. Painted actually a great touch towards the goal, just not actually able to go in because SD Mines is there and ready for it, but DSU piling on the aggression right now. We just want to keep it on this side of the field. That's our main goal right now, and hanging in front of the goal.
Failure hitting the ball over.
Very solid hit right to Def Moss, right into the goal. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Yes. Woo! 1-0 for the first minute of the game.
You can just
look at that.
You can just kind of feel it with Dakota State when they're on. You can really tell. Like that whole 30 seconds leading up to that, I was like, yeah, they're going to score here.
Yeah, just
you
putting
just
on
tell.
the pressure just the whole time.
Pumpkin on his back foot here, but actually doing a pretty good job of maintaining that pressure on the.
Can make something out of nothing is what we've learned through this series so far.
They're definitely doing a great job. Failure. There's a little bit of bumper cars in the sky there for a second. DSU facing their own aggression. This is going to be a tough goal to save, but hits it right off the edge. Very unfortunate hit from Leffy, and hopefully DSU can recover from this and just turn it into their own aggression here. Let's see what they can do. This is the problem. You get on your back foot. You can see these DSU guys are very low on boost at the moment right now. If they get boost starved and pinned against the back wall, Deft here should be able to clear it out, but not able to hit These are crucial hits.
Yeah, that miss was would have had them on the attack and could have started another run, but they're still on the back foot now.
Painted should be able to get a pretty solid hit off this, and Def should be able to follow it up. But no, it's not hit as far as he might want. And DSU,
Nobody is
unfortunately,
there.
giving in.
There's like 3 or 4 hits in a row that kind of just popped up in the air, allowing ST Mines time to go get boost and then come back, and just the ball is kind of teed up for them to hit it wherever they want.
Yeah, I think we were kind of illustrating it, but that whole time, DSU, you could really see them struggling with getting that ball out of their own side. You know, even if you can't maintain the aggression the whole time, you don't want. Sometimes you want to trade it even. You know, you want the ball on their side and your side.
Yeah, exactly. But DSU trying to go aggressive, but it's just not working right now. Is School Mines just has the answer for every single hit they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping up their own aggression, and Def Moss pinned back in front of the goal, and
That was a
you know him.
beautiful stop.
That's what he does. So you should be able to clear this off the backboard. But again, as you said, DSU really struggling right now to get that ball off their side. And
Man, that
what
was
an
a weird
unfortunate
hit.
hit. Yeah, that's not something you can read from a player's perspective. Or
Pumpkin just making things happen. He just does that.
The second time I look at that, that was
It was intentional for sure.
yeah, it was
Unexpected though from the
very
other
good hit.
players.
all right. DSU is down, but they are definitely not out. They just need to tap into what they had the first minute of this game, and that's really what we're looking for. Painted actually finding a great hole there, not able to score it, getting a pinch over the side, probably a little stronger than he might have wanted to, but actually going right to Def, so it's perfect. Failure hitting him out in front of the goal. Painted.
Yeah.
No!
Whoa.
Oh my
It
God,
looked like it was
such
in.
The ball must have been halfway in the goal there. How unfortunate. I thought DSU had the shot lined up there. Failure. Flicking it up, but this is unfortunate. Right in front of the goal.
Oh man, this is
I'd have to look at that again here, but it seems as if maybe this ball goes to Deft here in a perfect world.
yeah.
But you're under pressure. DSU down 2 minutes left. Very doable, but can they do it?
I believe.
I always believe.
DSU gets the kickoff here. Defmoss gonna make a
trying
big
to fake
play.
him out.
The
Actually
pass.
hitting it perfect.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That's
This
what we're
is-
talking
yep.
about. I'm right there.
Yeah, okay. We believe.
We definitely believe in Defmoss failure and painted hard.
Absolutely great goal. You know, they took that kickoff. I almost said playoff again. They took that kickoff pressure that they love to have, and they turned it into a goal. Extremely fast. Not happening this time, unfortunately. Failure putting a stop to it. Defmoss, can he follow it up? No.
Man,
ST Mines turn around doing the exact same thing. So DSU again down 2, but now 20 seconds gone by. So
that kickoff just, it sat in the middle of the field and they weren't able to do anything with it. And then failure having a not super hard hit, so that ST Mines able to just send it in.
exactly, this is a very doable game still at the moment, but DSU has to play
Pumpkin's up
near
in the air
perfect
though.
at this point. Pumpkin getting shut down here. Actually getting it hit past him, failure there, but we need to see DSU get this on their side ASAP. Painted looking to do that for me. We'll see if failure can keep up the aggression, and they are. Or failure. Oh, but actually a very aggressive hit back towards DSU's own goal.
Yeah, ST Mines probably might be playing safer now that they're up 2 goals in it with a minute left. Oh, get in!
Great.
Oh, it's a
no.
crossbar.
Oh my God, how unfortunate.
We all hate the
Def
crossbar.
with an amazing shot on the goal, but boy, just a little bit too high there.
56 seconds left.
Yeah, this is a DSU definitely has to score soon. They or get that aggression rolling now. We'll
We
see
need
if
to
they
see
can
it
do
right here. They need to take possession of this ball.
Oh,
They are
a
able to.
crucial miss from the chemist. Deft able to keep it going off the corner here, and actually a fantastic clear from lefty, making it very difficult for DSU to make anything out of that.
School Mines is just, they're just playing hard defense right here. They're not letting DSU have any good hits that are down the field at all. Oh, 18 seconds left, and DSU needs to
DSU
score.
scores here. Are they? Yeah, We'll see if Failure can get a good shot towards the goal. He's going to set it up, but Payman's not going to be able to get there. And
this looks like it might be the series.
This will be the series.
Yep.
Very unfortunate. DSU did have a lot of moments there where they were looking extremely strong, but sometimes, you know, a couple mistakes, they add up, and, you know, DSU might beat themselves up for that, but I don't think they should. I think they clearly showed that they're able to compete with people at a very high level. They just need to...
Consistency.
Yeah.
It's definitely just consistency for DSU, because they have these spectacular moments where they make all of the right moves, all of the right plays, and it's so much fun to watch. But then they have those mistakes that they come up every game, once or twice for sure, and it is just unfortunate, but I'm sure they're working on them. So
yeah, absolutely. With DSU, it kind of seems right now their highs are very high, and their lows seem pretty low. They just need to, you know, keep those highs, but turn those lows into, like, you know, like
more of a middle
they score
ground.
A couple of goals, but we're able to get a good comeback. It just seems like sometimes they get caught into that standing on their back foot, not really able to sure what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. So School of Mines wins 3-1 in our best of 5 series for week 3 of Rocket League action here in the CCL. So with that, I think we will be closing off the night. Tomorrow, we talked about this in the last stream, but tomorrow we have about 6:15 fighting game stream. And then on Thursday, we also have, there might be a COD stream. No COD stream on Thursday, but there might be a Valorant stream if we can get it put together, as we will be playing against Iowa. So it should be a fun match for our CCL for that. So, yeah. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. I guess one thing, ST Mines did a great job that game, so, you know, hats off to them. They put up a great fight, so.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're going to be signing off. Everyone have a great night, and enjoy your spring break. So, see ya.
The burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out, some might sting ya. Stop turning, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and they buy your cats in the middle. When the flames get higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. And pull your gun finger trigger. Pull your gun finger trigger. It's a bad man signal, give a sign. Pull your gun finger trigger.